Hey, I'm Will. I'm an MBA student at WP School of Business at Arizona State University. My buddy Lou and I have been working on a film project kind of documenting what makes ASU special and a pretty cool place to go to school. We've been interviewing a lot of students, faculty, and alums, and just kind of getting their take on ASU. A couple of weeks back, we had the Hall of Fame Gala at the Arizona Biltmore, which is a pretty awesome resort, and it was a chance for students to mingle with faculty and the honorees and some pretty illustrious alums, and just reflect on ASU and why it's a great place to go to school. We shot a bunch of footage there. We're going to share some of that with you. Before we do that, though, we had a case competition. The Pac-10 case competition was a couple of weeks ago. Case competition, for those of you who are not aware, or case learning, is sort of a hallmark of business school. You can sort of think of it as a short story. There's a narrative about a business that's going through some sort of issue or problem or challenge, and the teams are charged with figuring out a way or a solution for the business to overcome the issue. And so each team's given the same case. There were teams from all the schools in the Pac-10 represented, and I'm very proud to say that ASU won the case competition. So the first clip is with Katie Mueller, who was a member of the winning team. Check it out.
I've been on the case competition team. I do volunteer council. I teach junior achievement. There's just any number of ways that you can be involved.
Now, you mentioned the case competition.
Yeah.
Now, I think that was last weekend. How did ASU do in that?
Yeah, I think we won that one.
And who did you guys beat?
Well, most notably, I think that would be Universtiy of Southern California, who got third, by the way. Every year, case competitions are kind of, it's like the MBA thing to do with every school does them. But this competition was significant because it was all Pac-10 schools competing against each other. There ended up being 5 schools total that competed this year, and we did take home the first place prize, as well as one of my fellow team members won Best Q&A and another one won for Best Presenter. So we were extremely happy with our performance.
And she did mention they had a full or half-page picture in the business section of the Arizona Republic, which was pretty impressive.
Yeah, yes, that was impressive.
Well, congratulations, and thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thanks.
So congratulations to Katie and the rest of the team. We wish them the best of luck. The next step for them is to face off against the winner of the Big Ten case competition. So it's Big Ten versus Pac-10. That happens in January, and we'll be doing a lot of shooting and bring you some footage from that too, so stay tuned. I know for me the real benefit of case learning has been the ability to put into practice a lot of the theoretical skills I've learned and use them in real-world business issues and problems, which is really what all of us are going to be doing when we get out of business school. So the real reason for the Hall of Fame Gala is to honor prestigious alums and induct them into the WP Carey School of Business Hall of Fame. We had a chance to sit down and chat with one of the inductees, Bill Post, who's the chairman and CEO of Pinnacle West Capital, which is a $4.7 billion utility here in Arizona and a member of the S&P 500. Here's Bill talking a little bit about what his ASU education has meant for him in his rise to the top. Hi, I'm here with Bill Post, Chairman and CEO of Pinnacle West Capital. Mr. Post, I understand you're being honored tonight as one of the Hall of Fame inductees. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, it's really quite an honor for me. I grew up in Tempe, and so ASU has meant a lot to me from the time I was very, very young. And I had the opportunity to attend ASU, and since then I've been in the Valley. So I've had an opportunity to have a long relationship with ASU, and I've seen what ASU does, both for the students that go to the business school, and also what ASU does for the state of Arizona in terms of the impact that they have in providing strategic direction to our entire state.
As a corporate executive who sees a lot of people coming up through the ranks, what do you see as the real value of an MBA education in today's workforce?
I think what it does is it provides breadth. I think it provides the students that go through that process an opportunity to experience the kinds of things they need to experience. Not the things that they want to experience often, but the kinds of things that they need to experience. So it stretches them beyond the boundary that they would otherwise potentially learn at least parts of on the job. So what the MBA does is it gives you what you need, not just what you want.
Even though Bill is a top-level corporate executive, he definitely hasn't lost his sense of humor. We asked him as his last question if he'd rather pay money to see the MBA case competition or the ASU football team in action, and really his answer wasn't surprising, so check it out. Last question, Mr. Post. Would you rather have season tickets to the ASU football team or the ASU MBA case competition team?
This year, I'd much rather have tickets to the ASU case competition team.
Do you think we'll ever win a Pac-10 game this year?
No.
Thank you very much. So besides talking to Bill, we had a chance to chat with a lot of the other attendees at the event, one of which was Craig Weatherup. He's the retired president of Pepsi. And for me, it really was a personal honor to speak with him just because we had studied Pepsi and Craig's leadership style in my organizational behavior class in a case. So we had learned a lot about him and the way he was enabling Pepsi to change and his leadership through change. And I got a chance to chat with him, which was really cool. A lot of his comments echoed what Bill said about the way in which his ASU education has enabled him to reach the top of corporate America, and also what really differentiates the WP Carey School from the field of competition. Can you speak a little bit about your experience at ASU and how that helps to enable you in your career, successful career in business?
Well, what I thought was great about ASU to me was I thought the academic side was great, and I think today it's really exceptional. And but the real extra value of ASU from an MBA standpoint, or executive MBA, or undergrad for that matter, is the fact that it is this incredibly real-world environment. There's a reality here, I think, that's wonderful in terms of preparing you for the reality of what you're going to do the day you get out of your grad or undergrad program. So I think that's the dimension that I've found incredibly exciting. And today it's doing, just new things. This new American University concept is quite enlightening, and I think it's affecting the entire campus and all the programs, the Carey School, you name it. And it's just a very dynamic, exciting place, and it's very real.
As a former corporate executive, what do you see as the real value in an MBA in today's business world?
I'm a real believer in how you develop wisdom and judgment is the key to the whole game. And however you do that, personally, professionally, academically, whatever. And clearly an MBA, especially after an undergrad experience and some work experience in almost all cases, really just adds to this. How do you develop judgment? I mean, that's, at the end of the day, especially if you want to be a senior player, the things that end up on your desk have no facts, conflicting facts, nobody wants to touch them, and it comes down to judgment. And judgment is acquired by building this experiential base, and I think an MBA is just a great part of getting that experiential base.
Last question, what piece of advice would you give someone looking at business school and in particular WP Carey?
Everything about Carey is different, and I think that difference again it's all about breadth. I don't care what anybody says. If you want to really be a very successful leader in nonprofit, corporate America, financial world, wherever you want to be, leadership is all about breadth, and breadth gets judgment, and Carey is unique. It's just different, and I think it's an invaluable difference.
Mr. Weatherup, thank you very much for speaking with us tonight, and enjoy your evening.
Okay, absolutely will.
Thanks for watching. I had a great time at the Hall of Fame event. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about what makes ASU a great place to get an MBA, and learn from the thoughts and opinions of current students and distinguished alums about why getting an MBA education is important and what makes ASU a great place to do that at. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot more of these types of pieces, focusing on the academic life, the career search, and the social aspects of getting a full-time MBA. So stay tuned, and thanks a lot.